Brookline is home of Bear Blends, a healthy brunch spot right on Coolidge Corner, owned by the happy and healthy Laura. So, what's the story of how Bear started?
So Bear actually started in upstate New York. Annie Badair and Jess Fuller decided to kind of collaborate on starting a business owned by women that was promoting healthy eating, convenience, using local resources, and also having that whole community, aspect of it, of, kind of involving different parts of the community. But it took off in the New York, Albany area. I brought it here because my daughter went to school at Suffolk University, and she was a runner at the time. She was a vegetarian, and I'm a dietitian, so I had been talking to her one time, and I was like, hey, what if we brought Bear Blends out to Boston? What do you think? And she was like, oh my God, Boston would love Bear Blends. So that's really how it kind of came about. It was just kind of seeing an opportunity and seeing that it really fits in this community. So
That's awesome. And when you're here in Boston, it seems like a lot more people are health conscious now today than they were probably back then, with everything being more projected to be healthy and whatnot. But you guys are the real deal. And so my next question is, what kind of lifestyle do you want to bring to Boston? What fruits do you want to bear?
I like how you incorporated that little play on words. That was very nicely done.
Thank you.
I think it's that idea of convenience, of providing healthy foods, providing that option for people that, you don't have to just jump right into being like, okay, I'm going to eat, vegetarian or vegan, and you can start slow and you can do something as healthy as having a shake or a smoothie from here, and doing that like once a week, and having a vegan meal once a week, and just making those subtle changes can bring about larger changes.
The ingredients you use for your meals and whatnot, they're very simple, just whole foods. They're nothing too fancy, nothing out of the blue. It's just simple, organic, local if you can as well, whole foods. And what are some of those simple whole foods that you have in your meals?
Not everything is organic. Most of the items that we can get to be organic, we will purchase those. But everything is, we have, the fruit is flash frozen that we use for all of the bases. The fresh fruit we have strawberries, pineapples, bananas, blueberries. We make everything here from scratch, so we're not doing any sort of ingredients that have additives to them. We actually just switched over our peanut butter, and it's a non-GMO, natural peanut butter. So we really search high and low for products that are just, like you said, it's just kind of like that whole basic food where we're not adding anything to it.
Now that everyone's being more health conscious, we're seeing a lot of corporations try to see that shift and try to almost manipulate their product to come off as more healthy than it actually is. So when it comes to someone wanting to live a healthier lifestyle, what are some things about the packaging where they can find out that it's actually not as healthy as they try to point it to? What things in the ingredients should we avoid?
Well, and I think when you're talking about eating a whole diet or eating things that are as natural as they can be, you really want to look at ingredients. You want to make sure that the ingredients that are listed are things that you can pronounce. If you can't pronounce it, there's probably a pretty good chance that it's not, the most optimal as far as being a basic ingredient. The first three ingredients are found in the greatest quantity on the food labels. So if it's something where it starts off with some sort of high fructose corn syrup, or it starts off with sodium glutamate or something like that, you want to probably look a little more into it. And it's always good to educate yourself. There are different sites out there that will explain what different additives are. Certain things might sound like they're scary, or they're, like you can't pronounce them, but when it comes down to it, it's a product that is naturally found or naturally occurring in different foods and things like that.
Bear Blends is located on 1310 Beacon Street in Brookline in the greater Boston metro area.